guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be reviewing the book The Rip King by Lady Hubbard, published in January 19, 2021. It's a really complex book, but I look forward to talking about it with you guys. Okay y'all, so this book is really complex to the point I was like, I don't even know how I'm gonna summarize this up, so I'm just gonna read the plot summary off of Goodreads to y'all. Okay. So it says, for 15 years, August Sitwell has worked for the Barclays, a well-to-do white family who plucked him from an orphan asylum and gave him a job. The groundskeeper is part of the household's all-black staff, along with Miss Mammy, the talented cook, pretty new maid, Jenny Williams, and 3 young kitchen apprentices. The latest orphan boys Mr. Barclay has taken into civilized boys like August. But the Barclays' fortunes have fallen and their money is almost gone. When a prospective business associate proposes selling Miss Mammy's delicious rib sauce to local markets under the brand name The Rip King, using a character of a wildly grinning August wearing a jewel-encrusted crown on the label, Mr. Barclay, desperate for cash, agrees. Yet neither Miss Mammy nor August will see a dime. Humiliated, August grows increasingly distraught, his anger building to a rage that explodes in shocking tragedy. Okay, y'all, I'm telling you, it's complex. It's really complex and layered, but let's get into it. The plot I loved it. I mean, it made me upset, but I loved it. But the plot makes me think about what Black creators face today. Specifically, I think about the TikTok thing. I'm not sure if it's still going on, but at a certain point where Black TikTok creators were going on strike and not making dances because they knew if they did, non-POC / white creators, I think mainly white creators, would take these dances, steal them, pass it off as their own, capitalize off of it, and never give any type of credit to the Black creators, which is really sad. I remember, I'm not sure how long ago it was. I feel like I have no sense of time during the pandemic, but Megan Thee Stallion's new song came out and people were struggling to make TikTok dances because Black TikTok creators weren't supplying the moves. And so you just see all these dances and it's like, oh my God. But it's just something we as Black creators sometimes deal with in like all industries and fields, like especially the fashion field, where Black creators may make a design and then a company, a fast fashion company, will take that design and completely profit off of it. They didn't ask permission, they didn't include in credit, nothing. They're just acting like it's theirs. But like I said, it's something we as Black creators are just sometimes accustomed to. Now, there's a lot of mistreatment and exploitation of Black people in this novel, and the white people who I would say would be viewed as like the better or good type of white people who don't directly abuse the Black main characters, they're still evil. Like, they're still evil because they're still profiting off of the Black characters' pain and suffering for their own profits. The book also has a lot of discourse about different events happening. And by that, I mean Mr. Sitwell, the main character, a Black man who sells his recipe to a white man, is looked at as a coon. And then we also have like this character on there. And it really reminded me of this paper I wrote last December in my senior English class called White People Y'all Ain't Slick, which I got an A on, you know, I'm not trying to brag, but you know. But White People Y'all Ain't Slick, which is a paper I wrote about like the characters of Black people on products like Aunt Jemima and stuff. You know, you go to the grocery store and you just seeing this blatantly racist stereotype of like a mammy on a bottle of syrup. And it's like, we can't escape it. Black people can't escape racism. We can't escape it in our lives, in our homes. We can't even escape it in the store, which is really, really sad. But that's a whole new different topic for another day. I low-key kind of want to do a mini series about the themes of this book about race, gender, and class because it's pretty complex and layered. But yeah, the plot was amazing. I could go on all day about the plot. I could probably even write a paper about the plot, child. But yeah, let's go on to characters. So this is a very character-driven novel. There's a lot of scenes and chapters where we get to know about the background of characters, which shapes who they are, what they're doing, and why they're in the place that they are. Some of the characters make decisions that just really shocked me. There was this one scene in particular. It was like a catalytic event, but it caused so much chaos. And it honestly shook me. I read the book about 2 weeks ago, and I'm still thinking about the decision / event that happened. And it's not like scary or nothing, but it's just, oh my gosh, it really shook me to my core, y'all. But like I said, I won't say where, how, or why. I won't give no spoilers, but there will be one point in the book where you're just like, what in the world just freaking happened? Do I have anything else to say? But yeah, the characters, it's really character driven. Look out for that one scene I'm telling y'all about, because I'm telling y'all, it is serious. It leads to a lot of bigger events along the way. The story was amazing, so that's what I'll say about it. I loved the story. I will say it was slow at times, specifically in the beginning, but within, like, I would say the next few chapters, it starts to pick up pace a little bit. And so the novel is divided into 2 parts, part 1 and part 2. And so in part 2, we kind of like up the ante a little bit, and there's a lot of stuff going on, which was the problem for me. I was trying to focus on like what was happening, but then there was like all these different subplots thrown in, and so I got really confused, and I'm like, what's going on? But I'm reading off my notes, and hopefully this is not a spoiler, but you'll find out how interconnected all the characters are. Even the most minor characters, or characters we only see for like 3 pages, in some way, shape, fashion, or form, they have to do with an event that happens. But other than that, I don't really have no cons. I love the story. It was just part 2, there's a lot of stuff thrown at you, and it's hard to keep up, and it's hard to remember what's going on. But let's go to my final thought. Overall, this book was pretty amazing. I didn't have any issues with it besides the one I was just telling you guys previously. I think everybody should read this book at least once. I think it would be a really good book club read. I would reread it just to go over some things I missed and explore some different themes, but I would say I would rate this book 4.5 out of 5. It's an excellent book that you guys should pick up. That being said, that concludes my review. Don't forget to follow me on my socials. I recently started a bookstagram called it's at Dear Neela 99, so follow me on there. I'm gonna try to be more active and stuff on there a little bit more frequently than I do on my channel, so you guys can get book updates. And I'll link that below, my Goodreads, my regular social media account, Twitter, Instagram. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.